Hey friends, Lorna Passanato here. I wanted to talk a little bit today about accountability. So accountability is the obligation or willingness to accept responsibility for one's actions. We were lucky enough to be part of the Accelerate Developing, like the leadership development program. And that was the first time that I think really understood how important accountability was. So you can you can be accountable to yourself. And if you're disciplined and you can do that, then that's an amazing first step. Or you can be accountable to a partner or a group of people. And some of us, I think, sort of once you say something out into the atmosphere, into the universe, it kind of holds you a little bit more accountable, right? So sometimes that works best for us. So I know in the Accelerate group, we had to be accountable to ourselves because nobody was doing our business for us, but we also had to be accountable to the administrators of the group, or else they could ask us to leave the program. So there was that little added pressure there, but just being accountable, it just gets you closer to that end goal, whatever that big goal is, right? So being accountable, doing these small tasks, and having somebody make sure you're doing those tasks is just getting you closer to whatever your big goal is. So the first step about being accountable to yourself is just making sure you have a specific goal in mind and what you need to do. So for example, I say your task is, I need to make 5 contacts today. Okay, so you're holding yourself accountable. And why do you have to make those 5 contacts? Because I know that making those 5 contacts is going to get me closer to booking 2 more parties, which I need to have this month because I need a paycheck. I need to hit team numbers, whatever that is. So it's getting you closer to that goal. So yeah, just kind of knowing what that task is and what it's getting you closer to. And you can set mini milestones along the way. Like you can even, so for example, if you're holding yourself accountable to say, okay, I need to have 4 parties booked by the end of March for April. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's do 1 a month, right? Or maybe midway through 1 a week, or midway through the month, you'll do 2 a week. So you can set up those little mini milestones. And then you can also celebrate yourself when you reach them, right? Like, hey, okay, my task is 5 contacts today. Once I do my 5 contacts, I'm going to go grab a Starbucks. It could be something little like that. Or if it's a big goal, like, I need to do 2,000 PV this month, or my goal is 5,000 PV this month. Then when you reach that goal, go shop on Amazon, celebrate yourself. So there's nothing wrong with that. So, take advantage of that. Another thing about self-accountability is we all make those to-do lists, right? We all have those big, like today my list is huge. But I learned a tip from Angela Walker, and she said, before you go to bed, pick the 6 top things you need to do tomorrow before you add anything else to your list, or put them at the top of the list and everything else can go below that. And I've started prioritizing. I think oftentimes we say, oh, I'll do this first because it's easy. Oh, that'll only take me a little while, I'll do that. But then those harder and bigger things always get kind of thrown to the side. So that's another great way to hold yourself accountable, saying, no, I said I would do these 6 things first. This is what I need to do first. And then the next part about having an accountability partner or group. Now you've put it out there to the universe. How many times just hear people say, okay, I said it out loud. Now you've got other people holding you accountable for the actions that you want to achieve, right? So when you have that group or accountability partner, you have to declare those actions and they have to hold you responsible. So looking for an accountability partner, she has to be somebody that's committed. So first of all, I believe she has to have a similar situation as you. It's hard to, for example, I work my 31 business full time. I have one 17-year-old son, and he drives, and I know my husband works 4 days a week. I have a lot different schedule and able to do a lot more different things than someone who has a full-time job, has 3 kids under 10, and who maybe their husband works nights, or maybe they don't have a partner or something, right? So it's easier if you get someone in that same situation. So she has to be committed to listening to your goals, and she has to be excited as you are in you listening to her goals. She also needs to be your cheerleader. So you definitely want someone that knows how to celebrate, who, whatever your love language is, right? Like whether it's shouting it from the rooftops or whether it's giving you a pat on the back, someone that is your cheerleader and is like, rooting for you. But she also has to be like a little bit of a drill sergeant. She can't be too lax. She can't be like, I didn't do mine either. Let's skip this week. You definitely want someone that's going to say, hey, did you do that? Because you said you were going to do that. So that's what she needs to be. So what you need to do when you're setting those goals, and kind of putting them out there, you have to set very clear expectations, be super specific, make sure it's measurable and time sensitive, right? So example, today I need to make 5 contacts, or by Sunday, I need to have 1 more person join my team. What's my end goal? Growing my team, promoting to leadership, promoting within leadership, right? So be very specific in those goals. Just say, don't say, I would like to blah, blah, blah. No, time sensitive, you need to, and that's what your focus has to be. And knowing what that end result is, right? It's like somebody saying, okay, I need to work out 4 days this week. Okay, but why? Because if I work out 4 days this week, it's getting me closer to my big goal of losing 20 pounds by summer, right? So there's always that big goal. So once you have that partner, what you guys need to do is you have to talk about what you need from each other, and share what your end goal is, what that big goal that you want to accomplish is. You need to talk about that. You need to make your meeting a priority. So whether you say, let's meet Monday nights, every Monday night at 9:00. And then the week before, if you have to change it, great. But don't say like, okay, well, let's meet sometime next week. I'll text you. Like, make it a priority, make it a standard meeting. And you've got to have some sort of tracking system, right? So, even, if you meet, even if you're just meeting on FaceTime and it's only for 10 minutes or something, unless you do like office hours where you're actually working together, but have something specific that you say, okay, well, by our meeting next week, I'm going to have this accomplished and this accomplished, and I will have booked 2 more parties. So, and write that down. Keep a notepad. You write it down, she can write it down. So when you come back next week, you can say, hey, did you accomplish this? And so choose her wisely. If you want to look for that partner, choose her wisely. Make sure that she's going to push you as much as you can push her, and celebrate all your accomplishments. So I hope that gives you guys a little glimpse into why accountability is so important for helping you achieve your step-by-step and ultimately that final goal. So good luck, everybody. Have a great spring.